Welcome to Board Gaming Club. What's Board Gaming Club? Well, it's where we take cardboard and paper and plastic tokens, put them on a table, and we read rule books and play Monopoly and Scrabble and Cluedo for hours. Is this really what Board Gaming Club is? What have I signed up for? No one is going to come to this club. It sounds boring. At Board Gaming Club, you'll never see a game of Monopoly because Monopoly is one of the most boring, most imaginatively dull, and most fundamentally flawed games of all time. At Board Gaming Club, we want to change your perception of what board games are really about. Take, for example, the cooperative, very stressful, world-saving game, Pandemic. In this game, you won't spend hours sat round a board counting out £36 to pay to some other hotel because you stayed a night there even though you own 16 hotels in the same city and they're better. No, in Pandemic, you and 3 other players will sit round a table and you'll have to work together. Every turn, 4 deadly diseases spread while you figure out how to stem the infections and ultimately find a cure before the human race is wiped out. You actually have to talk, even argue, over what needs to be done. Should the medic head to Paris and clear up 3 disease cubes in case that city outbreaks? The player, acting as the scientist, might be saying, "Forget Paris, let it burn. You need to head to New York. Give me that blue card and I can cure one of the diseases next go." It's intense and hard. The game is relentless and will beat you if you don't think together. Now, cooperative games are great. It's fun to share your victories and work together, and it's very lovely playing that kind of game. But sometimes, at Board Gaming Club, you just really want to spend an entire game lying to your friends and bluffing. Let me tell you about Sheriff of Nottingham. In Sheriff of Nottingham, every player will play a harmless and kind trader of Nottingham, and you'll all take it in turns to be the greedy sheriff. When it's your go, you'll get your little pouch and you'll put some goods in the pouch and you'll tell the sheriff what you're going to put in there. So I'm going to put in some goods that I've been collecting. I'm going to say, oh, here we go, got my little pouch ready. Hand it over to the sheriff. 3 apples, sir. Nothing but 3 apples in there, you can let me through. Now, if you are the sheriff, you'll take the pouch and you have to decide whether or not they're lying. If you think that they're sneaking some illegal goods in and you open it and they were being honest, you're going to pay them a fine, so you might let them go through. You might pass it back to them and they'll say, "Thank you, thanks for the apples," and they'll open it up and they'll take it into the city of Nottingham and they'll say, "Yeah, thanks sheriff, they had, there was just apples, like I said. Oh yeah, and a cask of mead and a crossbow." And you'll make loads of money. But better than that, on the next round, they're going to be suspicious of you, so why not be honest? And in the next one, do something outrageous and say that you're putting in 5 bread, which he'll think is a lie, and he'll open it up only to find that you have just got loads of bread in there and he has to pay you a fine. It's all psychological mind games, and it's a lot of fun. There's a board game for everyone, for any number of players, for any mood or situation that you want. There's something that will suit you at Board Gaming Club. If, for example, you want a game of strategy, a 2-player duel with an element of bluffing, then why not try Raptor? In Raptor, 1 player plays the armed scientists trying to capture 3 baby dinosaurs. The other player plays the incredibly powerful Mother Raptor and eats everyone. Maybe you just want to play a game set in a zombie apocalypse where every round you and your friends are working together just trying to survive. You'll be out searching for resources, trying to find food, get a bit of fuel so you're not going to get eaten on your journey to the school. In that case, you're going to want to play Dead of Winter. Be warned though, in this game everyone works together, but will also have their own secret objective, and 1 player's secret might be that he wants to betray the entire group, and after an hour of cooperative survival reveal that actually, that medicine that we needed earlier to stop your character from dying, yeah, I had it all along. We've all lost now, which actually means that I've won. Good game though, guys, right? And there are just so many more. Take for example, Ghost Story is one of my favourites. It's another cooperative game. In this one you play Taoist monks with different ninja abilities and skills, and every time new ghosts arrive and you've got to basically save a village from its destruction by working together. Next up, one of the most ridiculous games, Cosmic Encounter. In this you're going to play different alien races, you're going to be competing to destroy each other's planets, and everybody is going to have a superpower that is so ridiculously unbalanced that everyone has to work together to stop each other every round. And most of it ends up just being talking and arguing and negotiating. For something completely different, we could play Last Will. In this game, you pretend to be an old Victorian gentleman who's just inherited a large amount of money, and he's trying to show that he's the most wasteful of his uncle's nephews in order to get his inheritance and show that he could spend the money in the most lavish way possible. So you'll be getting decks of cards and you'll be saying, oh yeah, today I'm going to go for a meal, and then I'm going to go out on a boat ride, but I'm going to take my horse with me just to spend a bit more money, and then I'm going to take some lovely ladies to the theatre. I'm going to take 3 horses and my dog just for fun, and my butler, and also I'm going to get a private tailor, and spend all your money and go bankrupt. It's hilariously fun and has a great storytelling element. Lastly, one of my personal favourites at the minute is Captain Sonar. In this game, you can play with up to 8 players, 4 on a team, each person manning a different submarine, and you'll have a role. Maybe you'll be the captain in charge of drawing on a map where you're going to go. You might be his first mate or his engineer, making sure your submarine doesn't take damage, or you might take on the most stressful role, the radio operator, where you'll sit with a map, listening to the other team's commands and drawing on where they're going, and then trying to figure out with a bit of acetate where on the map they could be, so you can tell your captain, I think they're in D6, we've got to head to D6, and they'll be saying, okay, let's go to D6, launch your torpedo, and then their engineer is going to say, we can't launch torpedoes, we've got them offline, our ship's broken. And then you'll panic and you'll have to surface, the other team will come and kill you, and you'll all be in a panic, and it's amazing. Board Game Club is going to be incredible. It's been tested last year, we've had loads of kids coming along, it's been awesome. It's going to run every Thursday after school, 3:30. If you want to come along, come and find me, Mr. Wilderspin. I'm usually in room 6, and you can come get a little lecture about it. It's going to be cool. Okay.